15 minutes, hopefully. We'll see. Oh. Comparing instances. When you work with classes that contain other classes, such as vector, you need to provide the class with a way to compare two things. For us humans, having the super brains that we do, comparing is easy, but it's not that easy for a computer. For example, suppose you have two pointers to string objects. The first points to a string containing A, B, C. The second points to another string containing A, B, C. Are these two pointers the same? Well, that depends on how you look at it. If you mean do they point to the same sequence of characters, then yes, they are the same. But if you mean do they point to the same object, then maybe or maybe not. Look at this code. We're going to look at that code. String star pointer 1 equals new string ABC. String star pointer 2 equals new string ABC. Hi Piran Prakash Adhari. Thank you so much for your like. I appreciate your good evening and good day to you. Again, I hope it's starting off very well for you. And also, that's very kind of you to welcome and also to hope that people be kind and respectful. I like that very much. It's always nice when that happens. Are pointer 1 and pointer 2 equal? Again, it depends on how you look at it. Awesome, Piran Prakash Chahiri. Thank you. I'm glad that it's something that you enjoy. Granted, I still don't really feel it's a channel per se, just me kind of doing things that are fun. These days, YouTube channels, they have one thing they focus on and they only do that thing and Are pointer 1 and pointer 2 equal? Ah, you don't like my channel, Ryan. Granted, again, it's not really a channel. It's more so stuff that I do. Oh, you love. Thank you. Yes, that's another good one from Ryan. This is kind of just more of a journal for me, but not really, because I'm just trying to hang out with you guys. As weird as that is. I'm just used to this form of communication more than any of the other kinds. Alright, let's see. Are pointer 1 and pointer 2 equal? Again, it depends on how you look at it. If you mean, do they point to strings that are equivalent? Then yes, they are equal in that sense. If you mean, do they point to the same object? Then no, they are not equal in that sense. Now look at this code. Bernardina, you may be a joke, but if that's the case, I'm still a way bigger joke than you could ever be. String star pointer 3 equals new string ABC. String star pointer 4 equals pointer 3. These two pointers point to the same object, so in that case, they are equal. And because they point to the same object, they also point to the same string of characters. So again, in that sense, they are equal. As you can see, you have two kinds of comparisons when dealing with objects. You're comparing two objects and determining whether they are identical, even though they are separate objects. If the two objects are separate but identical, you would say that they are equal. You're comparing two objects and determining if they are the same object. This can happen if you have two pointers and they both point to the same object. In that case, you say that they are equal. So why do you need to know all of this? Besides having a way to drive people batty, you say your car and our cars are the same, but in fact, they're different. One is yours and the others are ours. You need to know this distinction because when you create a container class that holds instances of an object, often the class needs to know how to compare objects. This is particularly true in the case of map, which holds pairs of items, and you locate the items based on the first element of the pair, the key element. When you tell map to find an item based on a key, map must search through its list of pairs until it finds one such that the key in the pair is equal to the one you passed to the search. Bernardina, you're calling BS on my meaning a bigger joke than here. My mom died when I was 5 months old of a blood clot that could not be ruled out, that didn't start when I was born. So that part, I was born a joke. Literally, on the way in, I came messing up the things. And I have yet to figure out how to stop messing up the things. I'm the joke. Much bigger. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but now, how can the computer know whether two objects are identical? That is, suppose you're doing your comparison based on whether two separate objects are identical. How does the computer compare the two objects to determine whether they are in fact identical? And because we like to get people thinking, how about this? What if you have a list of objects and you want to keep them in a sorted order? How does the computer determine a sort order? Here's an example. We create a class called employee. That's a standard example that you see in lots of books. But in this case, it makes for a good example for once. Now our employee class contains these member variables: first name, last name, and social security number. Next, we have a salary class that contains payroll's information for an employee. This class has member variables, monthly salary, and deductions. Yes, in real life, you would probably have more member variables, but this is good enough for now. Next, we have a map instance where each key value pair contains an employee instance from the key and a salary instance for the value. So, employee instance for the key and a salary instance for the value. So the big question is this: if we want to look up an employee, we would make an instance of employee and fill in the first name, last name, and social security number member variables. We would then retrieve the value based on this key, but we can think of two issues here. We would create an instance and allow map to find the key that matches the instance. Is map looking for the exact same instance or one identical to it? If map is looking for an instance identical to the object we filled in, what happens if the employee changed his or her name, such as during a marriage? Can you cause map to still find the right key if map has one name and the search object has another? Most likely. In such cases, you would want the number to match only on the basis you would want the value to match only on the basis of the social security number without worrying about the others. So in that case, can you tell map to treat the two objects as identical? Here's how to resolve these two issues. If you're dealing with your own classes, in addition to setting up a container class, you also provide a function that compares two instances of your own class. Your comparison function can determine whether two classes are equal, if the first is less than the second, or if the first is greater than the second. Remember, at first, how less than and greater than can apply to things like an employee class may not seem apparent, but the idea behind less than and greater than is to give the container class a way to determine a sort order. If you have a list class holding employee instances, for example, and you tell the list to keep them in a sort of order, how does the list know how to sort them? That's some thinking. I need to read some more, but I'm going to think about that too. By using the notion of less than and greater than, the list can determine if one is greater than another and can group them in a sorted order. But if you're dealing with an employee class, you would choose how to sort them. Should an employee instance with a social security number of 111-11-111 be less than 999-99-9999, or should they be sorted based on name so that the person with the social security number 111-11-1111 but the name Zoe, Zessel, Doral come after the person with social security number 999-99-9999. I think I added 29, sorry. But the name Aaron Ackman. Well, the answer is this. It's your decision. And after you decide how you want them sorted, you would create a function that determines if one is less than, equal to, or greater than the other. If you want the list to sort by name, you would make your function look strictly at the names. And will it look at last name, first name, or both? That's your decision. But if you want your list to sort by social security number, you would write your function to compare the social security numbers. I swear, I see too many repeated numbers. I literally have to be the person who actually takes my pencil and count every single one just to make sure that I didn't screw something up. It's just too much repetition. But okay, 999-99-99999. Okay. So going back to, I'm thinking about myself. Well, that's very kind of you to say about sweetheart. I try. Pretty live and let live. That's true. Always trying to find the bright spots. But whether that's what I would say is my favorite thing about myself. See, it's always pros and cons. Everything kind of averages out. Oh, that works. Things tend to average out. That's a favorite thing. Even if it doesn't get better, things tend to average out for me. I don't know how that works out. Not last year. Last year didn't quite do that. But that was the exception, not the rule. Okay. The MAPS 3 example shown in, but granted, this year, technically this could be like the last 2 times that the years were just super wild. And so the next year was awesome. And then by those 2 years combined, it averaged out. So that would be favorite thing. Things tend to average out. The map 3 example shown in listing 6-5 contains a map class with a comparison function that determines whether 2 keys are equal. Oh, hello, Casey Schilling. Good evening to you. Time to look at the book again. Oh, am I out of time already? Ah, boo. Okay, I'm gonna finish. Okay, I'm gonna finish all the way to there, assuming my boyfriend doesn't call, and if he calls, then that means that's when the stream ends, and I won't get a chance to sign off. So we'll see. Technically speaking, he should be done with the thing he's doing. So I expect to call any second unless something bad happened. Hopefully not, though. Too much crazy crap happened last year. I'm really totally fine with less crazy stuff happening this year. That'd be super great. Okay. Listing 6-5. Containing instances and needing functions that compare them. Hashtag include IOStream. Hashtag include map using namespace standard, class employee, public, string nickname, string social security number, employee, string a nickname, string a social, nickname, a nickname, social security number, a social, employee, nickname, social security number, class salary, public, int, annual ripoff, int, iris deduction cheat, salary, int, annual, int, a annual, int, a deductions, annual ripoff, a annual, iris deductions cheat, a deductions, salary, annual ripoff, 0, iris deductions cheat, 0, bool operator, less than, const employee, ampersand first, const employee, ampersand second, return first dot nickname, less than second dot nickname, int mean, map employee, comma salary, employees, employee, Imble, Sparky, comma, 123-22-8572, salary, sal, 135000, comma, 18, employees, emp1 equals sal, or is it sal1? Probably sal1, my apologies. Employee, emp2, buzz, 234-33-574, salary, sal2, 150000, comma 23, employees, M2 equals sal2. Now test it out. Employee, mtest, Sparky, comma, quotes, see out, employees, mtest, annual ripoff, inline, return 0. When you run this application, you will see the annual ripoff member of the salary value, where the key is an employee with the name Sparky, and the output is 135000. Now notice a couple of things about this code. First, to locate the salary for Sparky, we didn't need the employee's instance for Sparky. Instead, we create an instance of employee and set up the nickname member without worrying about the social security number member. Then we retrieve the value by using the bracket notation for map. See out, employees, and test on any ripoff, in line. Now, why did this work? Because the map code uses our less than function that we provided. And in that function, we compared only the nickname members, not the social security number member. We could, however, change things around a bit. Instead of comparing the nickname members, we could compare the social security number members. We could change the less than function like so. Bool, out, not that out. Bool operator less than const employee ampersand first, const employee ampersand second, return first dot social security number less than second dot social security number. And then we can locate Sparky's salary based on his social security number, employee IMTAS, empty quotes, comma, 123-22-8572, C out, employees IMTAS.anywhere above, in line. Wait. This can't be right. How can the computer locate the item with the matching key? Oh, sorry. Remember. Wait. This can't be right. How can the computer locate the item with the matching key if all you're giving it is a less than comparison? Good question. Here's how. Suppose you want to find out if two numbers, say 5 and 5, are equal. We know they are equal, but bear with us. But suppose the only comparison you have available is less than. How can you determine if they are equal? You first see if the first is less than the second. Is 5 less than 5? Nope. Then you see if the second is less than the first. Is the second 5 less than the first? 5? No. And because neither is less than the other, they must be equal. Aha! And that's how the code for the various containers matches objects. It calls your less than function twice. The second time flip-flopping the order of the parameters. And if your function returns false both times, the computer determines that they are equal. That approach makes life easier because you need to provide only a single comparison function. Yay! And on that note, that is a yay for getting some more C++ All-In for Dummies done, and yay. Super yays. Ah? Okay, Renardina, I hope that's you in the kidding again. I would like to think that social security card is not a real one, and it's like those movies phone numbers where they always start with 555 because that's the thing that everyone knows is not a real phone number. That'd be great. I don't know this, but hopefully. Okay, on that note, I'm surprised my boyfriend hasn't called yet. So I'm going to wind down 4 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because I have to go call my boyfriend. Because that's weird that he didn't call me. I did make a post saying that I was going to be live streaming, so that might be why he opted to not call me, but you really should stop doing that, though. This is why I don't say anything, because I'd rather him call me. Especially since he wasn't feeling too good. And I don't think I want the light on in my face. That's better. Whew. Okay. Kickies. So, yay. Sounds like you're having a bit of a pain in the butt time with your start of your job, but I'm sure it's gonna be fine. It's gonna get better. And hey, your training is over. With my training, what I do for my job every day that I go to a school that I haven't been at in a while or have never been before, it's training over. It's like Groundhog's Day a bit there. I mean, I know you're gonna be traveling and you're gonna be doing your thing like once a week, but it's better than once a day. People only call you when you want something. Yeah, I kind of have that too. I've been trying to check in with people because I don't hear from them. My brother, I hear from him, and my boyfriend. But as far as like family, my brother. Everybody else, I pretty much don't exist until I'm visiting. because they already know there's not much I could do um, as far as helping them with this or that or the other. But I'm glad that they came down for my commencement. That was really cool. I wish I had enough money to like pay back some of the expenses though. I hear you, Renardina. I've got my antisocial qualities too, but at the end of the day, no man's an island. As the expression goes. I hope he's okay. Hi, Iva Bishop. How are you doing today? Hold on, what did I miss? Oh, if your number was with 555. No, but that's true though. Like, every time you hear on a TV show or a movie and they're doing a phone number, they have to say 555. Something, something. You just automatically know that is not a real number. It could probably end in 555, but can't start in 555. You try and do that. You try and call that up. You get some kind of message. I'm doing okay, but Bishop. Just about to end the stream. Go try to talk to my boyfriend. I'm concerned because usually he's calling me by now, but I think it's one of those things where he's like, "Oh, you're streaming. I'm going to not call you. Am I lagging? Oh, shouldn't be." I can't tell if I'm lagging or not. I'm looking over. Well, anyway, okay, Renadina. I don't mean I'm like literally a guy. I'm just saying the expression. I think they mean like mankind, like humankind, human person, whatever you say. I don't mean literally. Anyway, the expression stands. The point is, people need people. It's not really cool just being alone. Hey, Cat Squad 247. So I'm gonna close the stream so I can go try to see what in the world's going on with my boyfriend. Um, so tomorrow the plan is Thursday throwback, probably sometime if around, if not sooner than when I started today, because I had some things that I wanted to accomplish that I have to usually do on Wednesdays after I get done with work. So that's done. Yay. Um, so we'll see. And then the good thing about Thursday is uh, my boyfriend will be home chilling that day, so I don't have to worry about any going to visits or any calls or anything. But then Friday, I'm expecting to go hang out with him after he gets done with the thing that he does. So, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Um, you guys, please enjoy your evenings. Um, Stay positive. That would be great. I'll work on that too. It's gonna be a second day back for the assignment that I started today. Well, the good news is on Friday I'll be helping out at a school that I have been helping out previously. So far, that's been good. Um, so that might be something to have a little positivity with. It's not all been bad times, so I gotta bear that in mind. So, okay, Renardina, please have a great day tomorrow. Just hopefully, that'd be great. Figure something fun out. Can all be super boring. I think you're getting that it's kind of on the boring side, but it's probably something cool. Oh, beautiful. Eva Bishop says, okay, good night, Becky, and everyone have a good one, and stay warm and safe and stay positive with yourself. Agreed. All that is very good advice. Thank you so very much. No, I'm good. It'll be fine. I'm Renardina. I have to pick my battles. So, hey, one class, we got some Disney bucket time in. There's something to work with for that. The other class, we got through almost the entire YouTube video. It was like an hour and 18 minutes for a high school did a presentation of Annie Jr. And we got through almost the whole thing. So effectively, the goal for that class tomorrow is to play the rest of that, and then a school did they put their presentation of Descendants. It was a middle school, they did Descendants, and that's on YouTube. So the goal is to go ahead and play that for them because maybe that's more their speed, with Descendants being something that's more of a contemporary piece of musical theater. Um, and then as far as the other class goes, hey, I already know that there's no point in wasting trying to do theater, trying to do drama. Just open the floor to math time again or something like that. Either way, it's called I Can Be Flexible. Like, just because someone is trying to ruffle my feathers doesn't mean I have to ruffle them. I can just not. It's a choice I have. I literally did not come for that kind of drama. I came for teaching drama. It would have been preference, as I was saying yesterday, it would have been preference if it was one of those things where the kids already know what the heck they're supposed to do, so they just work on their own thing. But yeah, didn't quite work out like that. But it's definitely a molehill sort of situation, so it's all good. But as far as Ryan job, you got it. You're good. You don't need to trade out. You got it. Renardina, I feel like I was having a lack of job. Um, I had enough um, anxiety over potentially having a lack of job um, last year. I don't, no, no, no. I'm good. I'm just going to choose my battles. I'm just going to be more, and then also when it comes to stuff, that's the other thing that I have started doing lately is just, it kind of hit me that I try and just deal, but maybe it's okay to at least attempt to get some help from staff. So I make the attempt, and if it seems like it's not quite going to go anywhere, then it's choose your battles time, pretty much. And it's not like it's all day long. It's just certain periods, certain students, kind of thing. It's all good. But all the more reason why starting this weekend, I gotta get back to working on my resume. So I don't expect to have zero drama with potential new job, but at least it'd be a change of pace. And it's not like I can't go back to doing something teaching wise later. Just kind of would prefer not to add to my student loans, would prefer to figure out how to finance getting my teacher credential. Hi, DJ Charlie. Hi and hello yourself, but also goodbye because I'm actually ending the stream. I have to go figure out what happened to my boyfriend. But looking forward. to see you in a future stream. So, good night, DJ Charlie. Good night, Reinhardina. Please rest well and have a great day tomorrow. Good night, Eva Bishop. Again. Good night, Cat Squad 247. And I don't think I missed. Oh, good night, Casey Schilling. I don't think I missed anyone else. So, just in case, good night to you, who I might have missed. And, thank you, Ryan. And, yeah, so anyone who, and good night, DJ Charlie, thank you. But yeah, anyone who I may have, who may be watching this in the future is possible. Whenever, wherever, however, whatever. Just make the most of it. That's the most important part. Bye-bye.